Now, once you open up more options, there's a lot of things that you can do once you start opening up charms that you can angle for that will help you get through your early games. Like these discs. These discs are exceptionally good early game items, and this ancient coin is also very good. So we're going to show you what that looks like now. So we hit the disc with a spark. That was fortuitous. So we're going to take ancient coin. This coin and this disc are going to desync. So right now we have the option to simply go through, and that's what we're going to do to take the tickets here. So we can take golden cherries, and we can take cherries manifest. So this is what we're going to do. Now this is actually not too difficult to access either, and this is a much more powerful scoring mechanism. If you trigger the fake coin 100 times, you get the ancient coin. So this is actually not very difficult to create. So what we're going to do now, so ancient coin has a delay. After the next spin, you gain 1 extra spin with luck. So the way you play this is like so. Okay, so we have 2 spins left, right? And this is 2 away, so 2 is the magic number. You press the button. The coin knows to trigger on the next one, and this will be 14 luck. Right, so now you have this big screen of scoring. You also get an extra spin, which desyncs the disc from your 7 pull, so you just have to be aware of that. Amazingly, we haven't hit a single golden cherry, which is kind of funny, but we'll just pull again.
Let's go.
So we have to be mindful. 5 spins remain. 1, 2, 3, right? 2 spins, push the button, go for it. And it's tragic that it keeps picking something other than cherries, because this would go to Neptune if it chose cherries, but it's okay. We'll get our cherries here and there when we can find them. Okay, and just like that, we have enough to go through, but because we have the golden cherries now, the math changes and we want to stay in this deadline as long as we can. So we do like so, and now what we use our gold for instead is maybe we take a toy train. Maybe we take Cherry's Manifest. Now we're feeling really good about this. So believe it or not, even though we have this, we're still going to remain true to the strategy here. Really what I should have done is go next. We actually need to save this. So what I really should have done is go next. We're gonna save that for the next deadline. We're just gonna pull for cherries here, just passively and not do anything. Okay, we'll just take a clover jackpot, I guess. That clover jackpot doesn't even really do much for us. It doesn't really affect the run here. We go next, as we should have done initially. And deadline 3 will always be an evil phone call. So we're just gonna have the chance to hit something that isn't a cherry. So that's looking pretty good for us. And I'm not gonna buy any of those because you probably wouldn't have access to them anyway. So now we're gonna hit this button. The disc requires 5, so it's gonna look a little funny, but we're gonna pull first before we hit this. So we're gonna pull 3 times. Toy train goes off. It chose lemons, unfortunately. Now we hit the button, which gives us cherry manifest, but it also activates the coin. And then this, in theory, could be pretty fun. Unfortunately, it was lemons. This is unbelievably bad luck, by the way. The luck is choosing something other than the cherries, despite the 46% chance to take it. It's done so 3 times. Okay, but we are still getting a little bit of scaling in, so it's not the end of the world here. We're hitting cherries a little bit. It's okay. So where are we at with this? So we're gonna pull twice. 1, 2 with a spark. No luck. That's not bad. We hit some scaling there. Okay, this is what we're talking about. You want to see this. Not for the scoring so much as for the scaling. And now we finally got into a decent set of pulls that will actually start to move us towards the point where we're not feeling so stressed out. So let's say you're in this situation. You could go through and take the tickets, or you could keep trying to scale your cherries. Well, what you should do is keep trying to scale the cherries right now. You already have a pretty good amount of tickets. you really don't need to go through right now and reset your cherries manifest. We could take mushroom for extra scoring if we wanted to. We're not going to. Now, in your runs, after you modify diamonds, chests, and sevens, you will have access to Fortune Teller. Fortune Teller is insanely good, so we're going to buy that. It's not that difficult for you to find, and we're going to go ahead and see what we can get done with Fortune Teller. So 3 spins remain, so we pull once. It had a spark. We hit the button. Now what we want to see on the next pull is a screen full of golden cherries with chains on them. So let's see what we get. We'll take the golden cherries. That's the best outcome right now, is scaling patterns. More patterns. This is what we want. So as you can see, all of our base patterns are now empowered. So now we have a multiplier here. We don't yet have symbols multi. It's not super hard to find symbols multi, but we have a pretty good amount of multiplier happening here. So our scoring is going to rapidly improve. You basically always want to buy Fortune Teller when you see Fortune Teller. It's very good. Now here, we can start to consider fishing for symbols molt, like this pentacle. With pentacle in place, this little setup has all of the engines in it necessary to do some pretty great things. So now we move on. We will not take this because I want to show you what a pretty easy to access little engine can really do for you. So we could discount Lucky Charms in the store, and we probably will do. And the reason is this clover pot. So what we can do here is we can buy this and sell it for 1. We actually probably just use the lucky coin. We throw the train away. I don't think that this sells positively. It doesn't. So guys, if you want to get the Channeler of Fortune, you have to buy 100 bell peppers. That sounds out of reach, but a lot of you will be able to do that. I mean, pretty easily. It's not that difficult. In fact, you can literally just restart the game, reroll for peppers. This is actually a very easy item to get. So I am going to use it because of how easy this item is to get. It's definitely pretty good. Lucky coin synergizes with it. We'll just keep the coin in there for now. So by this time you should have drawer space, you know, to do this kind of build, and you should be able to start getting access to that kind of thing. So for now, we'll actually put this in a drawer, equip the lucky coin, because we don't have a lot of ways to make it go off. Actually, Pentacle can make it go off. Even so, we'll leave it in the drawer for now. And we don't move on because we have Fortune Teller and we have Pentacle and we have Golden Cherries. So we want to stay in this deadline as long as we can. So where's our disc? 2. So we just push the button right now. And anytime we hit the Fortune Teller, that's our best case scenario. And so now we are off to the races because of that. We got our first symbols multi and we scaled a lot of very valuable patterns there. So Fortune Teller, part of the reason Fortune Teller is so good is because she makes your low impact symbols valuable. Even when they don't do something that you really want, you're still getting scaling from it. And so guys, this engine that we have here is not super difficult for you to scale into. You'll have access to these charms pretty early. I've intentionally avoided charms that are very, very hard to find. And you have base, you have symbols molt, and you have patterns growing. Here we can re-roll the shop a little bit and just see if there's anything we might want. And we do want this Cloverpit. We'll just put it in a drawer for now. It's not urgent. We'll just keep rolling for the time being because we want a property certificate. In your games, you should buy this. Anything with patterns multiplier in this position that we have right here, you want to take. It almost doesn't matter what the effect of the item is. This is pretty nice. We can consider this. How would we get it into our inventory? We will actually come back to that later. This clicker is a no-brainer because we're cherries. We really, really need charm space. So we use our gold here to attempt to locate charm space. And we're not getting it. But yes, it is that important. Midas Touch is very good. So we have our clicker. We have... Let me get rid of this. So now, what are we doing here? We're actually not going to press anything because we want to bring cherries into the next deadline. But we still play this anyway, just because the clicker golden cherries by themselves can grow the base. And that's going to work for scaling Pentacle as well. So we're not skipping rounds anymore. We're letting the engine grow. Take a look at our fortune teller. 10% left. So because of the position that we're at and the amount of inventory space that we have, or don't have, I should say, I'm just going to get rid of it. There's our inventory space. Okay, so all of that paid off because we need that. And there's our pet that we wanted. We'll put him in a drawer. I'm going to break my rule. And the reason I'm going to break my rule is because we're very poor on Clover tickets, so we're just going to go through. So doubling the value of lemons and cherries is probably what we're going to do here, but we're going to do it at the end of the round. We've reset our cost to roll. We can buy cat food, which is really good here. Cat food will give us more time in the round, and lucky coin might give us even more time in the round. This is kind of all we're looking for at the moment. Basically gonna press the button right now because this is on 1, so we can't actually time it, and we'll resume trying to time it on the next one. And now our symbols multi's going. Beautiful. So now we're scaling the symbol base and the symbols multi at the same time. So now we have this engine going through this filter we built with the fortune teller. What would we like to do here? Honestly, we'd like to find another fortune teller. This becomes available to you as soon as you equip property certificate. So we'll go ahead and take that because that's not unrealistic. I'm tempted to equip gold and lemons too, just to have a little bit of diversified scoring. So our disc says 4, so we go 1. 2, 3, 4 with the spark. So this is a guaranteed jackpot. Unfortunately, it took 7s. That's good enough to scale Pentacle. We're not upset about this. Okay, so clicker Pentacle on cherries and lemons is a very good engine for a new account. This will work too. This is one of the reasons why I kind of want to get the golden lemon. But what we're probably going to do is just save the tickets. So we have to stay in this round for as long as we can. There's our fortune teller. So remember, if it says 3, you pull once. You press the button. Patterns are going up very aggressively here. So guys, the only thing missing from this engine right now is pattern multi. We have symbols multi, and we have patterns, but we don't have patterns multi. But we do have 2 million cash, and we can roll, you know, maybe until we see something that we like the idea of. At this point, we'll go ahead and take the doubling of the cherries. And what we want to see is permanent pattern multi that you get to keep. Well, we didn't hit any pattern multi. It's not the end of the world. We go next. We could go for discounted by 2 if there's something that we like the idea of enough. You'll unlock the cross by using the red button 100 times. This is a source of patterns multiplier. It's actually not bad. If you want your scores to get totally mental, this is the kind of thing you'll want to use. And Vine Soup is also good here. We're going to discount the value of the charms in the store. And we're going to start scaling the cross.
Let's go gambling.
We're just gonna slam the button here, I think. We actually don't have to. We can time it. So this is the only downside of the cross, is that it does that. But yeah, it's pretty good source of pattern multi. So it's actually a very good item. I think at this point we're not really going to use this anymore. We're not going to use this either. So we're pretty much going to use this until it's a little bit more depleted, and then we're chilling. and then we'll call the video after that. So we're gonna time this coin with this disc here. 1, 2, 3. We hit the button. That increases cherries manifest. Here's a spark. This will be a jackpot for sure. And this is okay because we have chain. So it's gonna scale all of those patterns and the pentacle. We don't really mind that outcome. This is the only downside of the cross, is that it's gonna jam you up with 6s, which is gonna prevent your scaling. We don't care about losing the coins. It's fine, and it's worth it. So guys, just to close this video off, we're gonna sell the fortune teller. We're gonna equip the vine soup. There is another item that we could probably get that's pretty good here. I just want to make sure that it's actually realistic. Once you have all 4 drawers, you'll get access to abstract painting. Actually, Dark Lotus is plenty good here. So we're ending the video here anyway, so we'll just throw this away. Okay guys, so this is great. So the disc is set to 2, so we'll just slam the button right now. That's actually going to turn the cross right side up. We get 1 pattern multi here. We have 490, 32, so this should be a pretty fun hand. Watch the scoring. Okay. All right, my friends. So this is not a difficult set of items for you to attain, and the scoring produced by this set of items is much more than enough to get you through and out. Depending on what your goals are in this game, this combination of items will do it for you. Any combination of items, it doesn't have to be these ones, that gets you a good strong base, a good big multiplier, lots of patterns. That's why fortune teller is key. You're basically always buying fortune teller, and some pattern multi, and this pattern multi will continue to scale with cross. It's very good. You have options to use cards. These are opened up to you pretty quickly. Any of those kinds of things are very good. After scoring 500 cherries, you get access to the most overpowered items in the game. I've banned myself from using these items because they're too good. They make the game trivial. Realistically, any kind of scaling, fortune teller, Cabalist is the most overpowered item in the entire game by far. If you can find a fidelity card, this is broken in your games. If you just want to win, fidelity card Dung Beetle will do it, especially if you have any kind of ticket generator. Ticket generators also synergize very well with cigarettes, and so these are items that you can use when you're getting started out in Cloverpit to get you through the early stage into those goals. You know, whether your goals are opening drawers or whether your goals are assembling the corpse pieces. And by the way, the easiest way to assemble the corpse pieces at the end of your run, just do this, fill your drawers. At the start of your next run, you'll have all these pieces, right? So we equip the skull. And there you go. And now all you have to do is get through the first deadlines. Obviously, you're not buying the skull before you buy charms. But in this case, you would. Actually, if you guys want to see opening the door once. So as long as you get through the door once, you'll have access to nose. But nose is completely cracked. Nose will help you with completing memory cards. So this is a little bit unrelated to the video, but we'll do it anyway. So we're pretty poor, but nose will actually do all of the work. So if you get the skeleton together and you have nose, you're not stressed. So anyway, that's early game, that's sort of mid game, and then this is actually like a beautiful start to transitioning into the end game of Cloverpit. Obviously, there's a lot of tools available for you. If I were gonna play this one, I'd probably buy this crystal sphere here. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for tuning in. This is Dan versus Everything. Please head over to my Twitch. It is twitch.tv/dufftime. Dufftime, D-U-F-F time, like The Simpsons. We'll see you there. I had a lot of fun 100% in Cloverpit. Cloverpit. I think it's a great game. Now I want to share the knowledge on how to play the game with you guys. So if you enjoyed this, come follow me on Twitch. Playing a lot of Ball X Pit right now, but we're also playing Cloverpit still here and there because this is what people love to watch me play. So ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much. Have a lovely day, and we'll see you on the next one. Thanks so much. Bye-bye.